this is Mike Dierks, Regional Home Missionary Coordinator for the Presbytery of Ohio. It's the December 2023 edition of our video interview. And today I have the pleasure of talking with Craig and Denise Humphrey. They are part of the Seed Group down in Louisville, Kentucky. And we just want to get a flavor for what's going on in Louisville. So, Craig and Denise, welcome, and just kind of introduce yourselves to the viewers.
Thank you, Mike. Good to be with you tonight. As you said, I'm Craig Humphrey. This is my wife, Denise. We are from Louisville, Kentucky, which may be obvious, and have 3 children, all of which have left the nest. So we're learning what it's like to be empty nesters. And in our spare time, we're trying to get an OPC church started down here. So good to be with you.
That's good. Well, give us a little story of Louisville. Why is there a need for an OP church in Louisville, Kentucky?
That's a great question. One, we love Louisville. Louisville's my home. I grew up here in Louisville, born and raised. We lived a little time in Lexington, but have lived here for almost 20 years now since we moved back. And we love it. And frankly, we just want to see Presbyterian thought take a deeper hold here. There's a lot of Roman Catholics. There's a lot of Southern Baptists, and there's a lot of Christian churches. But in terms of Presbyterian Reform thought, there's not as much. So we'd love to just see that grow and have a stronger influence in Louisville.
Great. So tell us what's happened. Kind of bring us up to date. You know, you started Bible study. Kind of wander through the last, year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, we just started, going back a little bit further, I mean, we were came to Presbyterian thinking later in life. So we're kind of recent converts of Presbyterianism. And just about the beginning of this last year, we thought it would be, the time was right to make a move to get something started. So we contacted you, Mike and Brad, and kind of started a group in our home of like-minded people. And that just started with kind of, I wouldn't say Presbyterian distinctives, but we started with some studies on covenant theology, the doctrines of grace, just kind of beautiful truths of Presbyterian thinking, and have had a group in our home now for almost the whole year. We took a summer little break for some social activities, and it just continues to grow closer together, and we're pleased with how it's coming along.
Yeah, we recently had an outreach event where we went to one of the members of our group. Their family lives in a neighborhood, and we went over there and handed out chili dogs and candy to the kids and had a real nice turnout for that. So we're just trying to have some outreach events, some social events, some Bible study, and really let people know that we're getting this going.
Great. And Good Shepherd in Cincinnati, that session is going to be overseeing the work, as you guys made a petition to become a mission work, which the Presbytery accepted. Have you, I think the session was down there to visit. How did that meeting go?
It was wonderful to have them. Yeah, they were just here last Thursday. Had a great time. Just we had dinner with them, so we just fellowshiped for a while and got to know them a little bit and let them get to know us since we had not met before. And then they just kind of talked us through some of the next steps and kind of what we can expect from them, and just really appreciated their heart for shepherding our small group and taking us in under their wing and their leadership. They just seemed like very humble, godly leaders, which we're very thankful for that.
We talked about the process of membership and what that is going to look like, how we become members. And we were just able to ask a lot of questions. We asked about Sunday services, how those will be organized, and just learned a lot about what we hope to start here coming up in the new year.
Well, let's talk about the new year, 2024. We turn the calendar. The plans, I think, you're toward the end of January to start worship. What, time of day, when are you planning on doing that, and what else do you have planned in 2024?
A good question. And yeah, we kind of are holding our plans loosely right now. We don't know exactly when things will come together. But our hope is early in the new year to get a Sunday worship service started. We would like it to be on the Lord's Day. We're just trying to secure a location right now. Good Shepherd will supply pulpit ministry and things like that. We just need to get a place. I think that'll be a big boost of momentum for us once we start having Sunday worship. I think that'll be just a great place for people to come visit. Some people may be uncomfortable with coming to our home, which is all we've had so far, and some small activities outside. So I think that'll be great. And also, I hope we continue our home meetings just because it's been so good for the group to connect with one another and form relationships. So I'd like to keep that going as well midweek, and then start our Sunday worship service early in the year as soon as we can find a spot. So that's something they can be in prayer. I know you're going to ask us about prayer. That's something we can be in prayer about, is just finding a suitable location would be very appreciated.
Well, before we go to prayer requests, and I should have asked this in the very beginning, what is this mission work called?
Oh, Providence Presbyterian is what we've named it. Frankly, just for me, Providence was a doctrine that was eclipsed from my mind for many years. I just wasn't aware of it, didn't understand it. And I just think it's so beautiful that God is orchestrating all things that come to pass for his glory and his people's good. So just wanted to give him honor with that name.
Great. Okay, now let's talk about prayer. How can the folks watching this, the churches watching this, pray for Providence Presbyterian Church, Louisville, Kentucky? Obviously, location and timing seem to be big things, but what else?
Well, just one, that we continue to grow strong together as a group, that we'd be bonded together, and that we'd grow in numbers. Obviously, there's more to growth than numbers, but we do need some numbers. So that'd be great for people to be drawn to us, and that we'd receive them well.
I think we'd like for you all to pray that we would have an impact on the city. We want to see people come to Christ in our city. And so just pray for the city of Louisville.
And in an age of confusion and compromise, we pray that we wouldn't compromise, and that we'd be clear in the gospel and its preaching, that the word would go forth boldly from our church.
Well, very good. Thank you guys for your time. And may the Lord's blessing be upon the work down there. And I know you guys have been instrumental. God's used you well to gather that seed group together. And now we just pray for the seeds to germinate and to sprout, and then come forth in full array.
Yes,
absolutely. We're confident in what the Lord's doing, and we appreciate your help so much. You've been so vital in helping us along. We appreciate it.
All right. Well, God bless you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Thank you.